Hi, this is Roger, thanks for dropping by. It's traditional on this day of the year to wish everybody all the best for the coming new year. And I'm not going to be any different. I'm going to wish everybody the best 2001 that we can possibly have under the circumstances. I'm also going to look back on a year that, quite honestly, I would rather forget. But in amongst it, in the orchid world, there were some special events. Managed to get my Laelia purpurata to bloom for the first time. That was a bit special. And then not long after that, one of its new growths rotted off. 2 steps forward, 1 step back, off and away. But then I did manage to get the other variety of purpurata that I'd been after for as long, which was the striata, and managed to get that in bloom. So we've actually seen the blooms on that. That's that little set dead now. We won't be getting any more purpuratas. I've got the 2 varieties I wanted, So a few other plants came in. I think we've cracked the code for looking after zygopetalums. That will mean once the weather improves and orchid posting can take place again, there may be a few additions to that set. It is a problem though, because we still don't, although this is our last day in the transition period within the European Union, and tomorrow we won't be in it, we have a trade deal, but you can't get the level of detail that we need to find out whether this trade deal is going to avoid the CITES paperwork and costs of plants going to and from. We don't know that yet. I've seen no writings or words of wisdom from people who've got down to that level yet, so we don't know. I suspect CITES will be invoked, and the plants between the EU and the UK and vice versa will be a no-no unless you want to pay a lot of costs and fill in a lot of paperwork, which means it's probably not going to happen very often. We shall see. That remains to be seen. But events for 2021, Malvern's already been cancelled. So is the Orchid Congress. The problem is, Malvern is in June. By the time we get to June, things may be getting a bit better. But it takes too long to plan. It takes over a year to plan the event. So before event number 1 is actually taking place, plans are in place for the next one. You just can't rustle up that sort of thing overnight. So, they decided to cancel on the grounds that they'd gone past their point of no return, So they're gone. That's 2 big ones. We've had to live virtually without orchid shows for the whole of this year. That's not been nice. Along with the cancellation of all the Orchid Society meetings, the orchid world ground to a halt, basically. It's not good. A lot of my social life is involved with that. But when we talk about social life, that's the magic word, isn't it? We've come to the end of a difficult year, especially for older people like me. I'm still here. And I will still be here through next year, because I'm not going to be silly. And the one thing that really is upsetting is not seeing Hannah. Pleasure for Christmas Day, but don't know the next time now. We've been stuck in tier 4, so is she. We're not allowed out. Simple as that. Stay at home is the instruction. Unless you've got an incredibly good reason to go out, then you shouldn't go out. Simple as that. Just stay home. Same as at the first, when they first tried to deal with this. The stay at home was the most important thing. And it is again now. Just stay at home. No, I've got to go down the shops. No, you haven't. Unless it's for food or medicines, you haven't got to go to the shops. Stay at home. Take your dog for a walk out in the fields or in the woods. Do something more constructive. Anyway, quite honestly, I've had enough of that, talking about that subject, because it just comes and goes. But at the moment, it's bad news. We're all shut down again. Stuck indoors, so be it. And It's going to be like that for some considerable time. So it's just not going to change. And every time they try and loosen up, it starts getting worse again, and then they have to tighten it up again. But we now have 2 authorised viruses in this country. Things now will get better, but don't expect it to happen overnight. Some bright spark with tatty hairdos actually said that we should be well underway by the time we get to Easter. And another bright spark got a little calculator out and reckoned that it would be something like somewhere up near 2 million people vaccinated a week. Okay, how many people physically are capable of administering a vaccination? Now divide that number of people into 2 million, and you'll find out how many each individual needs to do in a week. Divide that by 7. There's your daily rate per person. Keep busy, won't you? It's not going to happen. Anyway, I'm going to say goodbye to this year, and I don't think of it as a good year. In fact, I would probably say it's one of the worst years I've ever had. And I don't want another one like it. And I don't think we will have another one like it, because this coming year has just got to be better. So chin up, everybody. Grit your teeth. Buckle down and knuckle down for a while yet, knowing that somewhere during next year, I'm not going to predict when, I'd say summertime-ish. Gives me a lot of leeway, doesn't it? Sometime around summertime, we may be let out to play a bit more. With care, but maybe. We shall see. So, anyway, I'm sure you've got your own important events that took place during this year that you will find memorable. Some of them may not all be pleasurable. You know, I've lost a few orchid friends this year. It's hard, but, you know, especially as one of them went as a consequence of these troubles that we've got. The other one was going to go anyway, basically, you know, it's a cancer job, so that's how it goes. And any one of us can get that any flipping time. So let's think of the coming year as it's just in the back of your mind. It's got to be better. I don't see how it can be worse. It's got to be better. And then just hope that it really is. And do your bit to make it better. Don't do bits that make it worse. Just be sensible. And let's all get through this and come out the other end. So, Happy New Year to everybody. Happy 2001. And let's just hope it is. And put some effort into making it so. That's a line from a film, isn't it? Or a TV programme. Make it so. Anyway, let's do that. Let's make it so. And let's, all the orchid channels, the up and coming ones, the newer ones, you know, let's keep them all going. You know, take a little bit of time to watch some of the smaller channels now and again. Hit that like button. Subscribe. It's so rewarding when you're starting a channel to just have that little bit of attention. It's what it's all about. And yeah, let's just keep, you know, there's an awful lot more channels than when I first started. Therefore, the competition is far greater than it was when I first started. You know, the physical number of channels. And we all know we've only got so much time to watch other people's videos, whether we make our own or not. Yeah, there's only so much time to be able to be spent watching videos. So I'm going to get off now to give you time to watch somebody else for a change. Yeah, I've watched a few this morning. So I've got nothing to do out here today. The only thing on my list that's quite important is to unmount 2 of my Tolumnias and remount them again, possibly splitting them, I don't know. But I might do that this afternoon if I feel like it. But I don't plan on doing anything today. It's my eldest son's birthday today. I can't go and see him. You know, he said him and his other half are going for a run, then they're going to take the dogs for a walk, and then they're having cake and cocktails. You can't meet anyone, you can't go out. So that's what birthdays are. You know, it's just how it is. So let's look forward to a better year than we've had, and do our bit to make it good. If you are a video maker, if you have got your channel, keep it going. Yeah, try and think of some new ways of doing things, perhaps, rather than just doing same old, same old. Venture out a bit, do something a bit different. So I'm telling everybody else to do it, perhaps I ought to do it myself. My videos are very samey. But anyway, from my channel's point of view, in the quite near future, we will be discussing the plants to be selected for the Project Orchid series for the coming year. So possibly next week. And what I plan to do is I'm cutting down from 6 to 5 in each set. Yeah, just make my life a bit easier. Just 5, but we will select 5 from a larger number than that. Perhaps say 7 or 8, and we may be able to get some sort of vote going as to which are the most popular ones. I'd have to do them a set. Yeah, I've just thought of 4 videos. If I do those a set at a time, I can do a video showing the plants I think we ought to select from, and then I can go through the comments and everything where people have made their choices and work out the most popular, which I may promptly override. My channel. And then there'd be another video to show the ones that have been selected at their start point. So these are the ones. So that's 8 videos. Yay! But yes, the project series seem very popular. Lots of people have commented that they want that to run on again next year. And I enjoy doing them, so they will take place. But the selections have not taken place yet. I haven't even given it any thought, quite honestly. A couple of new blooms before I disappear. BC Mackay is opening its only blooms it's going to have this year. This had scale bad and reacted badly to the bleach type treatment. So it's lost its root system. It's struggling, but it's going to make it. But unlike last year when I had certainly more blooms than that, I've only got a few this year. I'm happy that the plant's actually survived, and hopefully it's going to start growing again soon. Give the longer days and stuff. So I think it'll stay, it's only just hanging on at the moment, but it's managed to throw a few blooms out. A few is better than none. And they last ages as well. Real colour changes. They open, they get quite a deep colour when they first open, and then they go pale eventually. We've got another Cattleya just opened up there. That is Young Min Orange. And there's 2 other sets of buds coming on this plant. So there's that little set up there. There's a set there. I can't see what the hell I'm filming here. And then there's another set right up the back by the glass. That's all on one plant. So we've got 3 lots of buds coming on there. So that's going to be in bloom for quite a while. And the only red Cattleya I've got has also got buds that have just split the sheath. So they're pushing on as well. Yeah, so a few new blooms. There's not much else, I'd say that. I'm looking forward to this Laelia with all these 4 spikes up here. But they're a way off yet, but the buds are starting to swell on that spike. I still don't know how long it's going to be, because they were in bloom when I got it. So I don't know how long the buds actually take. And the Cymbidium buds are getting their colour now and getting their size. I don't know how long before they're going to open, but, they're coming on. 1 bulb a year, that does, and 1 spike a year. I think the first year I had it pushed up 2 spikes. It hasn't done it since. Oh dear. Anyway, I'm going to say Happy New Year, and let's just hope it is. And, well, we do what we can. We do what we can. But for those of you who run channels, keep it going. Don't, there's lots of channels nowadays, so, the views have to be shared round. People haven't got time to watch every single channel every single day. It's not going to happen. So it is more difficult, I would say, to get a channel going in the orchid world nowadays than it was when I started. And if you go back to the sort of what I call the old timers of the orchid channels, the likes of Danny and Brad, you know, they're where I first started watching. You know, when they had their channels going, there weren't many. You had a job to find orchid channels. You had to search for them. Now you put in a search and fall over them. You know, there's so many. And as such, there's a lot more competition for each channel. So you've got to keep at it, you know. Try and find a niche. Try and find something that more people like than don't. That's the way to look at it, because not everybody's going to like your videos. Don't expect that to happen, because it doesn't. You will get some that don't like your channel, watch a couple of videos and don't come back. That happens, that's life. But the idea is to keep as many people as you can. You know, read the comments. See what people are saying. See what people like. And then try and do more of that. You know, you can stick your neck out and just do what you want and hope people will follow you. But sometimes it's worth just bending a bit for what people like, you know. And watch out for people that request something specific. Because don't forget, lots of other people will have seen that comment and seen that request. And then you totally ignore it. You know. The people who watch the channels like to feel part of them. They like to feel that they can join in. And a way of joining in is asking for something and getting it. Yeah? Asking a question about a certain plant, getting an answer. Asking to have a look at a certain plant and getting it in a video. All this is part of it, interaction and all that. So good luck with your channels, and for all those people who watch who don't have channels, you are it, quite honestly. You are in the majority. I mean, my videos average about 1,000 views. I don't get 1,000 comments, do I? You know, I'll probably get 30 or 40 comments, you know, which means there's well over 900 people that have watched my video that haven't left a comment. They're still important, yeah? Yeah, still important. It's not just the comments, it's the views and the followers, the ones who come back because they like what they get. It's important, and that's our orchid world. That's our YouTube orchid world. It's a community. We all share, we all do stuff together, and when somebody's suffering, we suffer as well and offer our sympathies and everything like that, you know. So let's hope for a better 2021. Can't even get the number right. But let's just hope for a better year and hope that the growing channels grow more. The sort of stable ones stay stable and don't fade away, and everything just gets better all round. Everything just gets better, because it's difficult to imagine it getting worse. Right, I will see you in the new year, which is tomorrow. So I'm losing track here. See you tomorrow for something as yet undecided. And stay safe. I'm not going to blab on about that. It's been said enough. You know what staying safe means. So let's all stay safe. And especially on a day like today, when you're all, you know, I'm sure most people under normal circumstances would be out revelling this evening. Well, give it a miss. Just give it a miss. That way, we may all be here to revel this time next year. See you again. Happy 2021.